Now, if there's one game I really would even want to play, it would be a space RPG type of deal. I mean, Mass Effect, of course, was one of the best games ever. And now Starfield was what we hoped would be something in that line. Unfortunately, it is something that's just filled with real world politics and transgender ideology, attempting to, of course, groom us all and get us all brainwashed into accepting these pronouns and other aspects of transgender ideology as just something that's totally normal. And this is their entire intention. They just throw things into things like this to normalize things. And it's already starting to work. I'm seeing on Twitter a bunch of people who are going out there saying, "Oh, you're just right wing SJW snowflakes," at people who are like, "What the hell? I don't want to play a game with pronouns." We'll get to that in just a moment. All right, here's the story of the day. Bethseda's Starfield game features transgender character and promotes the woke ideology in the character creator. So it's got two different things. People are focusing, of course, on their attacks on normal streamers and all that, on the character creator, and saying, it's not that bad. It's not that bad that you got to choose your pronouns because you can't tell whether that's a man or a woman in the body. But there's another aspect of this where they're actually pushing the trans thing further within the gameplay itself, which we'll get to. Our upcoming Starfield game not only promotes the woke transgender ideology in its character creator, but it also features at least one transgender character in the game that players can interact with. And this comes from streaming the game right here. During his live stream of early access, he eventually returns to the planet Hadrian is located. Hadrian provides some information about the Terramorphs and their connection to the UC before sending him on another mission. After completing it and returning to the character, Hadrian tells him, "My relationship with the UC is more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UCs are actually the only reason I'm here in the first place, and I'm a clone of a man." You notice this is a woman who's a clone of a man. And so this is it. This person was cloned and turned into a woman because you can just change yourself and turn into whatever gender you want. And that's exactly what they're trying to push here. And this is why they're doing this. The program I was part of, it was part of UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds. Of course, military minds have to be a woman of color these days, or a trans woman of color. Jesus. It was UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians, secure leadership of the UC military for generations to come. And you notice how they just gloss over it like it's just totally a normal thing. Yeah, it's okay. You change your gender. You just, that's all it is. And here's Nerdrotic talking about it. That ain't no woman. It's a man clone, man. And it is. It's amazing that people are just going, "Oh, this is totally fine." And this is what's happening these days. So we've got somebody going at Dan Vask, a streamer on Twitter here. And he says, "I never said the game is too political. Some of my favorite games of all time deal in politics. Politics in those games is utilized to benefit the plot and immersion. Now, seeing games politically bending backwards not to trigger mentally ill and narcissistic is a political phenomenon exclusive to our weak-ass generation. It sucks off every drop of immersion in what we have a problem with." I don't take this sort of take as a lot of these guys do. It's just about my immersion in the game and not wanting to deal with the real world politics. No, what I take is this transgender ideology is completely evil. It's mutilating people. It's causing mental harm in droves among children and others. And it's something that society should not be promoting because it just is just going to screw up people's bodies and cause medical nightmares and also cause nightmares for further mental illness further on. It's a bad thing and it's evil. That's what we say on this channel. I'm not one of these people who mince words like this. No offense, Dan. But here it is, and this person immediately responds to him, just, "Why aren't you a shitty human being?" Just because you don't want this in your video game. You see how they escalate the attacks like this. Now, of course, Saggy Melons is taking the same side as the mentally ill people, as she is wont to do. "Okay, this Starfield situation is literally stupid. Imagine being mad at a game that includes options to select your pronouns." Yeah, here's the deal. It's normalizing the pronoun crap is the problem these days. They're trying to push this on everybody full time. So you have to put your pronouns on your little name tag. We don't want to deal with that. Obviously, I'm a man. Obviously, you're a woman, Saggy Melons, and we should not have to push this further. And if you want me to call you he, him, I'm not going to do it. That's what it comes to at the end of the day, because that's just sick. That's all. All right, so leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. Gosh, we are at a crazy point in the culture war. I never thought it'd go this far, this fast. We'll be back soon.